Hey everyone, it's Teresa Crane with Jeremiah Dreams. How are you? I am doing great. I am with my kids, my Alabama kids, and just helping out because the littles have been sick. And anybody that is a grandparent understands that we just pitch in and help do all the things that need to be done. Um, I am finally getting kind of set up and settled in to paint with you guys tonight, but I've missed y'all and I am ready to hang out with you guys. I hope you'll join me. I hope if you're not able to join in on the conversation tonight, just hit hashtag replay and watch the replay and just type in hashtag replay so that I know that you've caught me that way. Hey, Janice and Marjorie, I am so glad you guys are here. It always makes me so happy to know I am not by myself. It's so much easier to do all these things and have a conversation and know that you're here. I'm just trying to get my laptop pulled up. I mean, my iPad, y'all got so much equipment around me right now. It's just kind of crazy. But tell me, how are you guys? Tell me, how was your day? What have you been into? And hopefully I can see your comments. Y'all, I'm kind of a mess. Let's see here. So today we got out, we went for a walk, and it was so hot. That's after that was when I put that picture on my page of me snuggling with Charlie. And let's see, we played. My granddaughter, my 3-year-old, has been up since 5:30 this morning. And hey, yes, Teresa, I am at Aaron's. I sure am. Both of the girls have had RSV, and my 3-year-old has been sick for about 2 weeks, but she's doing a lot better. She may have been able to go back to daycare this week, but we all felt like, and I mean, all of us, meaning mommy and daddy and grandparents, felt like she probably just needed another week at home just to really be sure she's well and kind of get her immune system back on track and all those good things. Let's see. So she's been up since 5:30 this morning. We have been playing since 5:30. We went for a walk, came in for lunch, and she got a good nap. And I think she's trying to come in my room. Hey, Christine. Hey, Francis. How are you? And so after she got it from her nap, we tried to go to the pool and she was kind of procrastinating. So we went for a late swim. And so I got to come in and get cleaned up and it just, you know how it is. Okay, so will you guys let me know for sure if you can hear me okay, if it seems like the sound and everything is good. I always want to kind of do a check on that just to make sure. I want to show you guys something. So we are painting in the Paint and Create group this really beautiful piece. And I started it today, and in about an hour, this is what we got done. And it's a lighthouse. Whoops, excuse me, let me bring it a little bit closer so maybe you can see. So the edges are taped off with some frog tape so that whenever it's all done, we have a nice margin. And then right now, mainly got the sky done and the water done. And so we're working on the land, the rocky land, and then with the details of the lighthouse. So hopefully tomorrow I can get that part worked on too. Let me see if I can. Okay, so see, this is the kind of stuff that we're doing in Paint and Create. Just wanted you guys to know. Thank you all. Thank you all. Marjorie said she had a great day of making wire wrap jewelry. Oh, yes, girl. That looks very tedious to me. Um, I admire people that can do that kind of stuff. But that's I think it's the wire in my fingertips. I'm not sure I could do that part. I think it would kind of fatigue me, maybe is the word. You've been working on your oh, girl, honey, you need to go and show me some of your stuff in our Create and Share page. It's a free group. I would love to see your work. I don't know that I'm better. I just am different. So I encourage you, go into request to join, Create and Share, And you do have to be allowed in because, you know, we want to kind of protect that community, but it is a free group. So I would love to see your work. If you would mind posting some of those pictures there, I would just be thrilled. All right. So, y'all, I'm still working on the coffee bar tray, and it's taking a while. First of all, because these shadows, and let me go ahead and pull that image over here. See if I can get it to pull. I'm on, there we go. Got it. Let me straighten up the image just a little bit, and hopefully it's going to come back on here in just a second. I hope. Yes, it's called Create and Share. It's a free group, and I don't rightly know. Hang on. Let's see. Oh, I accidentally, and now hold on. I know what happened. I accidentally hit a button that was like the SOS thing, so that's what happened. All right, I'm going to bring this down a little bit. And I want to get this to where you can really see the flowers. All right. So whenever I travel to my daughter's, I bring all of my lighting and everything with me. So the lighting is not exactly like when I'm at home, but at least I can get some things done. I need my palette, my little paper plates, and we're going to work on these red rosettes first. And we need to work on some of the yellow. I have this yellow one done. And these are not like, these are more whimsical kind of roses, but they have a lot of detail in them. So I hope you guys can see this pretty well. Okay, so let me get my red out. And this color that I'm using is True Red. It is an Anita's brand. See, it's kind of a shadow in here, but hopefully you can see that. It's called True Red. I'm trying to squeeze this so it doesn't like splatter, you know, the air bubble. This bottle's beginning to get pretty low. Of course, I'm going to need some white. Get some of that going. And I'm going to have some black for some good mixing of some shades. Let's see. I think that'll get us started. I'm going to work on this rosette right here first. And I want to get, I want to use a really fine round brush. And there's a couple in here. Y'all, when I came, I just kind of threw stuff together based on what I thought I might use. Okay. So I'm going to get a little bit of water and see. And you know, one of the things I've told y'all before is I have 2 cups of water. I'll just show you real quick, just in case you haven't seen this before. So this one has soap in it, so that I can clean my brushes well first. And then this is just plain water for rinsing. And I have found that this helps me keep my brushes in a better condition than if I wait and just clean it with the soap after I'm completely done. And I just use like dishwashing liquid, nothing major in cleaning these. Just really be sure to get a lot of the paint out whenever I get down to it. I'm distracted. I'm sorry. I'm thinking I've got about 5 things going through my brain all at the same time. So I apologize. All right. I do want to put a little bit of water on my brush just because I often feel like the paint is pretty thick when it first comes out. I also am going to pick up just a little bit of black. I mean, very little black, and get a blend going for some shadow color. Okay. And on this little rosette, and I wonder, I always am concerned that you might not be able to see well. Go or any of that good stuff that can mess with you. But what I want to do is get a good angle so that my hand will not be in your way. But I've also got to make sure that my phone doesn't come out of the little bracket. to be this hard. Can you hear me now? Let's do it this way. I think I have, and for anyone that thinks that they struggle with technology, I bet you don't struggle as much as me. Okay, so you can hear me now. Perfect. I'm so sorry, y'all. I almost need to hire me like a tech person that will come and just watch over me. Someday, maybe I can do that and not have to worry about all this tech side anymore. Francis, do you concur? I know you do. I'm going to move this water out of the way. I am so afraid I'm going to tip it over onto my laptop, and that would just be all she wrote. And that would be a very, very bad day. Okay, so I have made some outlines of where I want my shadows to be. I am actually going to take some white, and I am going to, just along the outside, begin to almost outline these shadows. I don't want to cover them up, but I'm going to go right along one side of them so that I have some good indication of the outside of these petals. Okay. That's what you get for dialing 911 by accident. Goodness. Y'all, pray for me. Oh, goodness. Okay. So we about got the outer perimeter. It's okay, Baxter. Come here. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm not going to clean my brush. I'm going to get a little bit lighter pink going, like this right here. Francis. Oh, girl. And now I'm actually going to go alongside and just kind of tone down that white with some of this softer red. He hears there's a car out on the street that's opening and closing doors, and that's what he hears. Y'all, the other night at home, fireworks have been going, and it has worn him out. And I'm telling y'all, I mean, he's usually pretty good about letting me know when people come up, and he'll start barking and stuff, and he's just wonderful. But the fireworks were absolutely wearing him out. He like had that real deep snarl, and his hackles were up. Have you ever heard that terminology? His hackles were up. It's not good. So bless him. Now I'm going in and I'm adding some of the red. And you're probably thinking, but I covered up some of that dark that I put in. I did. However, it is still going to peek through and provide a deep shadow. So I'm not super worried. I'm mainly going in now and adding in some depth. And it's just going to, and some of this lighter color is going to get covered over too. However, it's still going to peek through. See? I hope y'all can see that pretty well. I am going to go ahead and pick up a little bit more of this dark color, and I'm not washing my brush in between. And I want to, right in the center, accentuate some depth. And I'm just going to very easily place some depth in, not everywhere, but very key places. And it's kind of a, you just got to feel it kind of thing. Sometimes it's kind of hard to describe. You're trying to get the depth of the petals. Now I do want to, let me clean this brush. I want to use a little smaller, more fine round brush, and I want, I've got a much smaller one. I got to get a little bit of water on it though. And I am going to pick up just a little more of the white because I really like that effect. And I'm just going to very easily add some thinness. Is that a way to say it? Put in some thin white, especially around the outside where you think light is going to strike a petal. And then if it looks like that I don't have some good variation of where the petals are sort of hitting, this is a good opportunity to kind of break up that variation in where they're sitting, where the petals are placed. Okay. And just a couple of places where it just got a little more than I wanted. I'm just going to touch it up with some red and just kind of tone it down a little bit. And then I'm going to let this dry and kind of see where I am with it, and I may come back to it and do some touch up. But right now I'm just really kind of toning down some of the white. I want it, but I don't want it to be too thick or too overpowering. Okay. Can you guys see okay? Does it make sense? All right. Let's go on to our other little rosette, and it's over here on the other side. Let's see if I can move y'all over to it without dialing 911. Oh my goodness, you guys. So right here is where we're going to be working. This one right here. I'll go ahead and use my small round brush that I just finished using. I really like this, that it's not too thick. Okay. So I'm going to start by kind of defining where I want my petals to be. And they're not really going to be like end to end. I want them to be kind of off center, maybe is a way to say it. Just kind of random. Like so. There we go. Kind of liking that. Let's see here. So tell me, are you guys ready for Craft Round the Clock TV? Do you have Roku? Do you have, I don't know that we know about Amazon Fire yet. I think it's supposed to be very soon, very much coming out on there at pretty close to the same time. I need to mix some more black with the red. Get that nice deep color. And I'm kind of filling in, get that nice depth. I'm excited about it. Those of us that are part of this pilot group, we just don't even know what to expect. We just feel kind of vulnerable. Maybe that's a good way to put it. I know I do anyway. I guess I shouldn't speak for others, but I do. I feel vulnerable. But it's also very exciting. So we just don't know. But you know what? God knows. He's got it. And we just have to do what we're called to do and trust him for the rest and keep on a trucking. Now let me say, when I do these paintings like this, there is never two things alike. I mix it up and, um, just like every flower in your garden is different, every flower in my painting is different. I may do similar techniques, but it's still going to be different. So, kind of think of when you get ready to do this, these are the foundational tones that you're placing. And then as you work your way out, you begin adding the detail. So it looks like I'm putting down color and then I'm covering it up, but it does peek through. So even though it feels like that, just know that's really not what you're doing. And I do think I need to get a really good fine tipped brush sometime. I've got a little bit of dark color in my brush. I was trying to get that out before I pick up some more white. Because I want to get pretty fine with it. So what are you guys doing today that's been good for yourself, good for your soul kind of thing? Are you being good to yourself? That's what I want to know. What are you doing to be good to yourself? While my daughter and the babies were napping, I came in here in my room, and Baxter and I did, and I worked on this lighthouse piece for Paint and Create. And it was just therapeutic just to sit and work on it and just talk about it, kind of talk to them. But um, it was filmed as a tutorial, so there's not a lot of exchange and conversation. So it was just kind of me painting, and a lot of people are busy working during the day. So I've got several things on the horizon I can't wait to share with y'all. It's just a little premature, but something I'm looking forward to. So I hope you guys will stick with me because it's good. So I'm layering in these shades, these tones. And see how even though um, it seems like I'm covering up, the colors are still peeking through and providing their purpose. I'm about to get there, but I need to go now and add back in some depths. Right through here, I'm going to add some. So Francis, please drop your length for your business in here. Y'all, Francis is a precious friend of mine. We've never met in person, but we talk online quite a bit. We're in some of the same groups, and she's just been a blessing to me. And so I would invite you guys to go check her out. She's a very talented lady, just a precious, precious person. And if there's another creative here, feel free to do the same if you have a business page. The thing I like about this flower is it's kind of off center. I wish I could find a really, really fine paintbrush. I've been trying to keep my eyes open, and I just haven't found the one to suit me yet. What do you think? I think I'm going to let that sit and just dry really well, and then I'll probably come back and do some touch-ups to it. But I think too, my arms are a little tired from swimming. We were going to go for a walk, but y'all, it's so hot. And I told Aaron, let's just go for a swim. It'll be good for Elena. We talked about it all day anyway. And that is some really good exercise. So my arms, I can tell, are kind of tired. Okay. I'm going to let that dry really well, and then I'm going to come back and do a little more detail to it. Oh, yes, we would, Frances. I know it too, girl. She says, just in case, I know this is being recorded to my YouTube channel as well. This is, we would be coffee in the morning friends if we live close to each other. Yes, we would. That is for sure. For sure. Okay, I'm ready to do some yellow. So, where's my, y'all, I'm going to have to slide over here. Got everything kind of everywhere. I need my brighter yellow. I'll get a couple of them out here, and hopefully one of these will work really well. So, I have dandelion yellow and bright yellow. Let me show you. Let me do it this way. Can you kind of see? There's the, you might not be able to see well. Again, I'm not in the same environment that I typically am because I'm at my daughter's, but I brought all my lighting. It's just a difference in, like, the ceiling light is not as bright as what I have at home and stuff like that. So we're going to come right here and we're going to work on this rose. And let me get it more center. Let me get some of these other paints out of the way that are probably casting a shadow. Let me get a quick drink too. Okay. So let's see. I'm going to use, I'm really feeling, whoops, excuse me. I didn't mean to bump the camera. I'm really feeling this bright yellow. So I'm going to get some of that on the palette. Well, I've got y'all really close. I'm going to have to raise you just a little bit just so I can see. I know what part of the shadow is the side of this tray. So I don't know that I can lift this light, but I will try. Because that does make it more difficult to see. See if I can get it to clip on this table, and maybe it will stay and maybe it won't. We're going to give it a whirl. Okay. If only y'all could see all the things. It is a trick. Hopefully this is not blinding you too much. Let me see if I can angle it down a little more. Just so it won't blind you so much. All right. Let's lay in some of the shadows. Help us define where everything is. And I'm just going to start in the center and just work out from there, keeping it loose. So I will tell you all this, those of you who are with me. I am getting ready to offer a free workshop. Not this weekend, but the next weekend. So I will be making that formal announcement first of the week. I have a friend who's a web designer working on my website and helping me with getting the landing page and everything done. So I've got to get that in place before I can really begin to sign everybody up. But it will be a free workshop and there's more info to come. So that's one of the fun, good things that I wanted to share with you guys. All right. So now I have some definition there. So let me pull some of this yellow over here closer to the white and let me get a really light yellow going for highlighting. Got a clump right there. I don't want that. Does that sound like something fun for you guys? A free workshop? So I'm just going right along these shadows. I don't know how I got another clump. Y'all, I've had these paints for a while. And I just don't like to waste anything. So I'm trying to use them up. Y'all are a quiet bunch. Y'all tired? Do you guys have gardens this year? It's interesting. My sister told me the other day that my brother-in-law has put out a pumpkin patch for the first time ever. He wanted to try his hand at growing pumpkins, so that should be interesting to see how that comes along. You know, fall will be here before we know it. I can't believe it's halfway to Christmas. So I'm just adding in these highlights. Now I'm going to get my bright yellow. I'm going to start filling in and blending. So I'm going to start right back here. And this is a bigger rose, so it's going to be a little easier to figure out where all the things are compared to what I have been working on there. Picking up some white and just blending that right into the outside of this petal. And I'm just going to work my way through. I'm really anxious to get this done. Seems like I've been working on it for a while, but it's been kind of tedious, y'all. And then there's been a lot of other things going on too. But this is a wonderful way to teach a very simple style of rose and to teach how to blend the colors and get some good effects, shadow, light, all of that good stuff. So I'm just working in this white. I laid it in and then just blend it in. Picking up more white for right here. And then we're going to come back and we're going to add up more shadow again. So those darker lines were really just placement lines, okay? I'm laying this on kind of thick with this white. And then as I lay the white in, I'm trying to kind of blend it into that deeper yellow color. And I am laying it a little thick, so y'all keep bumping that light. Things are in a very tight space right through here. So my little baby, my little 6-week-old, I guess she's almost 7 weeks old now. She is just starting to grin and smile all over herself, and oh, it's just so wonderful. There's nothing like just talking to her so sweet, and she just bursts into a big old grin, and oh, she's just precious. I tell her, you make the best little sugars, you and Lena, girl. So Francis says, I have some new items by your comments section, overview, live, chat, and my reply. Oh, hey, Chastida. I'm so glad to see you. So you guys, I guess on what you see, maybe. Huh. That's kind of interesting. I guess StreamYard went through an update, maybe. I don't know. I'm not seeing it. I'm going to have to check that out. So Chastida, please feel free. I told Francis I'm going to ask you too. Please feel free to drop your business link, your business page here. I want you guys to check out Chastida. She is all about thrifted and antiques, and then she tries to upcycle them, and she's just very talented in her imagination, y'all. She has just kind of blown me away how she's taken some of these things that might otherwise be forgotten and just kind of breathed new life into them. And so y'all are going to have to check her out. She's so talented. So please, Chastida, share your link, girl. I'm telling you, I've told y'all before, I'm going to tell you again, we have a creative community that is so very supportive of one another, and it's just such a blessing. And very proud to be a part of such a unique and inspiring group. I think that they exemplify community over competition, and it's just a blessing. So, yes, ma'am. Absolutely, Chastida. Are y'all thinking this rose looks like a hot mess? I'm kind of feeling it is. And it's because I think I'm laying the color on a little thick, but I really like the effect that that's having too. So just thought I'd say, I know you may think it looks like a hot mess, but there really is a purpose to it. So tell me, when you guys like to pamper yourself, and I'd have a purpose for asking this question. When you like to pamper yourself, what is it that you like to do that makes you feel pampered? And I'm telling you, so I have a couple of friends that they are always so good about when it's my birthday or something like that, they will give me a gift certificate for a massage. And y'all, if you have never had a massage, you need to try it at least once. Now, let me say this. I am not a deep tissue massage person. I can't, I can't do this. It's just too rough for me. But there are people who really, really need that. So I'm not going to judge or, more power to you. But I'm a weenie. I can't do a deep tissue massage. It's like, okay, that's enough. And it takes my breath away. And I'm like, oh, Okay, I can breathe again. So, yes, girl. Yes, ma'am, Miss Chastity, for sure. For sure. Community over competition. Y'all, I'm just going to tell you, girls, those of you that are in the creative business, your friendship means more to me than however many people you might have versus me. If I don't have your friendship, I'm the loser. And that's just exactly how I feel. So now I'm placing this shadow kind of like, it's kind of hard to explain. So where I have the highlight, there's a shadow right in behind it. And there's one more thing. I'm laying in this kind of thick as well, kind of, and thick meaning a wide area. But let me show you what I'm going to do next. I'm going to take just a little bit of black and just run it. If I can get it to get on my brush good. Because where two objects collide, there's usually a very thin area of shadow. Now I know you're thinking that looks thick, so I'm fixing to tone it. So I'm going to take some of this yellow and tone it down. And I hope this is going to do like, sometimes you don't know. Colors react different. I really wish I could find a good thin paintbrush. Because I could just chisel that right in if I did. So I might have to let this dry a little bit before I can put that really fine shadow line in there. I'm trying to tone down that dark. So I'll come back and work on that. So let me just proceed with doing that right here. And I may need to clean my brush. It may be really full of paint. And that will have an effect as well. So I told y'all I'm getting ready to do a free workshop in the next couple of weeks. And it's going to be a summertime theme. I don't want to say too much yet because that'll take away from the surprise. But it's going to be fun. And it's going to be something that I think you'll enjoy. Something that hopefully it's my desire that you will learn. And you'll be able to take away from it a new technique. So be on the lookout. I hope to make that announcement the first part of next week. So I'm going on this shadow here. I'm going right alongside where the highlight is to accentuate these petals. And in the center of a rose, you have it's pretty dark where all of that folds in together. Okay. What are y'all saying? Francis says you really like a complete. Oh, girl, yes, yes. Oh, I can feel it right now. Oh, I'm with you on that, girl. I actually have. So, okay. Here's the truth of the matter. And with age, my feet just need a little more attention than they used to, and I can't bend over and take care of my own feet because I can bend, but I can't see. My vision is an issue. And so I decided this year I was going to start getting pedicures, like if not once a month, every other month or something like that. and it has proven to be the right thing for me to do. And I don't know what it is, but man, I just need my heels just need attention. And then the other thing I had promised myself, y'all, I'm really trying to lighten up this darkness right through here because I don't like it. Not, let's see, has it been 2 years now? I started getting my nails done. I got really tired of my horrible looking nails. And I promised myself I was going to start doing that. So I've been doing that for a couple of years. No regrets. And my nails are not worth anything. They're thin. They split. I just don't have good nails. I never have. So, and then I don't know if y'all know this or not. You might, but I'm having my teeth straightened and I'm doing the Invisalign process. So you have these trays that you have to change out every 2 weeks. Well, they put what they call buttons on your teeth that the trays snap on. And of course, you can't eat with them in your mouth or anything. Um, so my nails couldn't pop those trays in and out very well. And I was getting gel nails. Let me clean my brush. But I had to start doing the dipped because they are stronger that way. So at this time in my life, I'm in my mid 50s. It has been a real blessing to make that commitment. Y'all, I have budgeted for my hair to be done for a long time now. And I just decided I was going to do that for my nails. And I've done it. Okay, y'all, I'm going to dry this. Hope you can kind of see the different areas of depth, but I'm not quite done with this. It's not to where I want it yet, but we're getting there. Chad said, I don't think you were on here a while ago when I accidentally dialed 911 with my phone. I immediately hung up. I thought, man, I do not need to have the police showing up here. That would not make my daughter and son-in-law very happy. And I don't blame them. Oh, you guys, only me. So I'm still working on toning down this darkness. And I may just let this go. There's different shades and tones in a flower. And I may just have to let it go if I can't get it to my liking and come back after things have cured. You know how paint has got to cure sometimes. So I may have to do that. I really want to get these outer petals highlighted because right on the tip of those petals, light is going to strike it and bounce off of that. I think that's looking better. It's looking a little more crisp, and that's what I want. I'm going to add a little more dark in the center where all of the folds of the petal really merge. Yeah, I'm feeling that a lot better. Okay, let's add in some more depth here. There we go. I'm feeling it. What do you think? Am I hitting it? OMG, Chastity says. I know. Yes, I did. I dialed 911. I think that's what you're saying OMG about. Yeah, I immediately hung up. I'm like, oh, no, no, no. Well, I was trying to get my camera closer, and apparently where the little clips are were right on the buttons where you can have that emergency SOS thing. Yes, and that only me. That is such a me thing, y'all. Okay, what crazy stuff have y'all done? There's bound to be stories y'all have of doing similar things. Maybe not 911, but I could always blame it on my 3-year-old. I would never do that. That would all be Mimi's fault. I would not blame my 3-year-old. I would later have a discussion to say, now, Lena, this is what you should never do. What Mimi just did, you should never do. I was watching Joey Bailey. Oh, I cannot think of her business name over the weekend. And she was struggling with her new microphone. I've gotten one. I have not gotten it out of the package yet. I don't know why. I seem to be scared of it or something. But she was just making me laugh out loud in my house because she was struggling so bad. And I said, Joey, you've just made my day, girl. Just know that your imperfections here have blessed me. Um, we just have to laugh at ourselves. Okay, I'm feeling this one pretty good right here. I'm going to let this one cure. Let's see, how long have we been on here? We're getting close to an hour. I'm going to work on this little yellow rosebud right here. I'm going to move y'all over so you can see it. I'm going to bring you in a little bit closer. So I'm going to put that center depth in and then just start building out these petals from there. And I like using the darker color for my placement because I can see it a little bit better. And then I'll go back and kind of hit the highlights and lay in the depth where it should be. And that's the reason I kind of take that approach with it. It's just easier for me. And I'm going to get some of this brighter yellow, add that in. Now, let me just clarify again. My desire is not for these to be 100% accurate roses. These are to be more whimsical. That's kind of the look I was going for. But yet very pretty. concentrating, guys. Sorry. I was thinking about how I wanted this right through here to lay. So I'm just going to define this a little more. Here we go. What do you think? Okay, y'all, we are right at an hour, and I think that I'm going to call this kind of done for tonight. We got several on here done, and let me just go ahead and move you guys out of the way. And pull this on up so you can see from a distance. So I feel good about what we did tonight. Anyway, I wanted to say thank you all for being here tonight. If you catch me on the replay, let me know. Say #replay. And I will be sure to monitor that and say a few words of thank you if you guys come along in there. Thank you all for being here. I just got a message. I got distracted again, you guys. I'm sorry. Anyway, thank you for being here. You guys are precious to me. I appreciate the time you take to spend with me. I hope you enjoy what I'm doing. Please let your friends know. Paint the blessings. Let your friends know that we're doing some cool things. We've got a free workshop coming on very soon. You are so welcome, my friend. Yes, they are doing better. Y'all, my little 6-week-old, she still has a pretty good cough. She's so much better, but it's pitiful. Her little old body just kind of coughing and that congestion and stuff. So we're just trying to stay on top of it with the humidifiers and all the things. But you guys, thank you for being here. Please know, if no one's told you today, I love you. I appreciate you. And you are a treasure and you are precious. So get some good rest tonight. Know that I love you. Yes, Francis, you too. And I absolutely will. You guys have a wonderful evening. And hopefully I'll see you guys again tomorrow night. Okay. Good night.